gun.
Welcome to Sim Race at Barcelona, featuring the league amateur race community. We're at Barcelona today for a race that is the last race of the season. We're going to take a look right away at the standings as you're watching a few cars on the track now during practice. There's 9 minutes and 25 seconds left in practice, but we're going to have a look at the standings. Being that it's the very last race, and just do a quick mic check. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. All right, everything sounds fine. Glad to have you here with me today. I am Willie Owens. Oh, thank you, Stealth. Stealth is in the house. I'm not going to do a lot of shout-outs because this gets turned over to YouTube after the race for other drivers, to family and friends to watch the race. And usually we get quite a few clicks on YouTube. So if you're actually watching the replay on YouTube that will be taped later tomorrow, you might be able to watch it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is called WOES, which is Woes, Willie Owens Esports on YouTube. You could search that out by either searching the bar Woes YT or Woes space ACC. Either one of those. But we're going to go right now to look at the standings of this race. They're already appearing on your screen. And they're broken down into pro and amateur. There's two different series racing in one race here. One is called the Pro Series, the other one the Amateur Series. And right now, leading your points, overall points leader, after 7 complete races, he has 3 wins and has just had an outstanding season. Blake Morgan in the BMW. 318 points to his credit. Second, also, just a fantastic season he's had. This guy has been very, very steady. Flip Van Zyl. No wins, but after 7 races, 291 points. To get no wins and be in second place really says a lot about how consistent his racing has been. Third overall, who has been a shining star, but then had some tough, really tough races, is Ryan Harper. And after 7 races, he has 4 wins. He's just dominated, absolutely dominated 4 races. He has 289 points. And Ryan has a very good chance of taking second place from Flip Van Zyl. Let's see how they do it. This should be very interesting. This should be something that we watch during the race, as only 2 points separate these 2 drivers. In 4th place, also, this guy's done phenomenal, and also a very good sportsmanship-oriented driver. Tim Smee. I've got to learn a lot about these drivers over the season just by watching them. Tim Smee with 280 points, currently in 4th. 5th is Alihan Ozkan. Great job he's done. Also a very steady driver. 274 points. And then Juan Standard, who came in, I think it was last race, he was on the podium. It was a very good finish for him. 260 points for Juan. 7th, Wesley Irvin. There's 7 races. He has 230 points. 8th, Marcel Sima, 203 points. Marcel could possibly be in jeopardy about losing his 8th place position, because he's going to be contested by Stefan Buckley, who has 198 points. Also, Stefan is the senior member of this entire league, racing at, I believe, 73 years old. 73 years old. He's 9th in the pro division. Great job, Stefan. Last week, I'm not sure what happened. He had some issues with his wheel, and hopefully he's ready to go again this week. Marcus Berger, we haven't seen him for several weeks now. He's hanging at 196 points. And Matthew Gamble's made a return today. I'm just going to mention him. I'm not going to go through all the standings. But Matthew has returned to the track looking for a good finish. Good to see him back today. Now, the amateur division also racing on the track during the same race. Liam Smith is leading that with 301 points. And he's driving the Audi. How do you like that? Audi. James Cusworth in 2nd place driving the Porsche with 279 points. And then Richard Oakes, who's had a very steady season, 271 points in 3rd, hoping to hold on to that podium. But he has Rosalinski in the McLaren only 2 points behind him. So it should be very interesting. Like, you never know. Some of these guys have different strong tracks. If Rosalinski could have a strong day, he might surpass Oakes. Harley Williams, who pretty much was on the podium for most of the series, has now fallen back to 5th place. 6th is Aldo Rossi with 248 points, and he could challenge Williams for possibly 5th. Glenn Smith, 236 points in the McLaren. David Evans, 228 points. Jose Torres, 196 points. Oh, we got a tie for ninth. Well, basically, one of these guys is going to be 10th, but we have a tie right there. Two guys with the same amount of points, both Jose Torres and Grow Fish. And Big Game James, I'll just mention him because he's still showing his 10th. Well, 157 points overall. I don't believe Stacey Ellis is racing today. He said he's going to be listening in. So I think he's going to be out of the running of getting into that top 10 driver list. Honorable mention also, Herzog has raced a bunch of races. And Wappinger follows Jones, Evans, and we're going to stop there. All right, so looking good. That's your point standings for today. Like I said, this is the very last race of the season. A lot is up for grabs. You saw as I just went over. We're down to 1 minute 55 seconds left in practice at Barcelona. Barcelona is it does have a big straight, but as a huge variety of corners. It's known as an all-rounder circuit. A track stands with a capacity of 140,000. The track, until 2013, the track was known as Circuit de Catalunya before a sponsorship deal was made with the Barcelona City Council. This track also, I'm looking for the actual size of the track somewhere here. I'm not seeing, I'm sorry. It's a 4.67 kilometers or 2.905 miles. This track also has seen Formula One from 1991 to present as the Formula One Spanish Grand Prix. It's also housed the European Motorcycle Grand Prix from 1992 to 95. Also, World GT Challenge Europe, International GT Open, FIA, F2 Series, and 3. And just too many events to actually list. There's 16 turns on this track, even though it has that giant front stretch. It has a lot of turns, and we're going to see a lot of interesting racing today at this track. That's our rundown of about this track. Oh, okay, Ellis is racing. Sorry about that. And listening. Thank you very much, Ellis. Good luck. Also, I see BZI26, who is D. Evans. Good luck to you as well. Hope you're doing well today, and good luck to you, sir. Last week we had D. Evans's father-in-law watching, which was kind of cool. He also plays Assetto Corsa Competizione. I think it was his father-in-law. For my memory's not the best sometimes, but pretty sure that's who it was. So practice is now over and completed. We're about to start the qualification, which is, I think, 15 minutes. We'll be changing that just shortly after a 1 minute cool down. Just take a minute away for right now. We'll be right back.
Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my
We're back. Let me just, I just need to double check something. Just give me a second here, guys. I get in the habit to make sure to check my volumes and my volume mixers before I change screens here or start the race, because I've been having some problems with my volumes during races. So now I'm making a note. I have a little checklist here to make sure to check all my volumes. So I think we're good to go though. Now the amateur group is taking the track. All right, thanks Gulf Coaster. Gulf Coaster is Morgan. We'll see with him in about, I think, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. We'll see him out on the track as well. Good luck with your race. Currently riding with the number 30 McLaren of K. Brzezowski. It's got that mean machine, black and orange. No official laps left here, put down yet here in qualifying, but we're interested in seeing the times. This is the last race of the season. It's been an 8-race season, I believe. I think I've actually announced every single race of the season, of the 8-race season. So I'm kind of hoping there's a couple-week break between races. I haven't checked the schedule yet, or to see if there's a next schedule, but Jim Smee says, last race, already looking forward to next season. I wouldn't mind having like 2 Sundays just to chill. One week break. Okay, thank you. I almost wouldn't mind to have like 2 Sundays off to enjoy, like maybe go to the beach, that kind of thing. I might take might be 1 week that I take off for this to enjoy my Sunday afternoon. I do enjoy doing this very much, but we only have so many Sundays of the summer here, and we have where I live, it's really crappy winter. And beach season, I haven't been spending enough time at the beach. Beach season is high season right now. Great time to go to the beach around here. I literally live 5 to 7 minutes walking distance from the beach. So, gave Rozalinsky a nice little bit of airtime. Here, we're going to ride with Smith in the Audi. Which I prefer to say Audi. I guess a lot of people never heard of Audie Murphy. Audie Murphy, whose name was not pronounced Audie Murphy, it was Audie Murphy. He's a World War II vet, World War II hero. basically took out an entire regiment by himself. American war hero. So that's Smith. He's already dropped the 3. Rossi is on the pole right now for the amateurs, looking really good. His best. Oh, he already got knocked off by Locke. Locke is now on the pole for amateurs. We have Locke, Rossi, Rozolski, Smith, Williams, Cusworth, Evans. D. Evans just moved up to 6th on the board. Oaks 8th. Torres 9th. Oh, everything just got jumbled. Jay Holden. Jay Holden, is he a newcomer? Because he just jumped all the way to the top. He's 2nd now. And I just realized I forgot to put the link in Discord. Pisk. I need to put the link in Discord. It's just too many things for me to remember, really, sometimes. I need a secretary. I mean, I use the ALEXE a lot for reminding me of things, but it's still not the same. It's still not the same as a real person reminding me of things. Also gonna post this video at Eris Drives. Eris Drives. Eris is a developer for this game and has his own Discord. And he has a place where you can post your live stream, live race. So usually I'll throw in a link in there as well. I need to get the soccer scores. I keep forgetting to update that. I want to put the soccer scores on there for people, or what they call football, for the English and the Europeans. So Holden looking very strong, perhaps not an amateur really. We have Locks in the pits, he's 2nd. Rozolski 3rd. Rossi 4th. L. Smith, who is your overall amateur points leader. H. Williams 6th. Torres 7th. Oaks 8th. D. Evans 9th. Cusworth, B. Evans, Herzeg, Wappenar, and then Ellis. You have a total of 25 drivers today. 14 of those drivers are in the amateur division. And yeah, I think Holden might be categorized as a pro racer because he is just killing it. But at the same time, Locke did a 144.9. So, and Locke's an amateur. So, I just noticed some people in chat like, oh, should he be a pro instead of an amateur? Well, certain people could be really strong at certain tracks. You gotta give it a chance. Give a guy a couple races to make sure. Hope everyone is enjoying their Sunday. See Holden pulling to the side there. Not seeing Big James today. I guess he's not racing. As you know, Smith last week, Smith just waits till the end and like he will keep turning laps until this is over. And Smith today probably will do the same thing. You see he's up a little faster. He keeps improving every single lap he tries to improve on his time, and he'll hang out there till the very last minute. Oh, he went off track, so he's not going to improve on his time. I do have actually, I think I do have football checked off. Unfortunately, it looks like, oh, I don't have the Premier League checked. So we're gonna check the Premier League and the EFL. I'm not sure where EFL is. But we're going to get those scores as well for our English Europeans here. I've added both. I just went and did it right now while I was thinking about it, otherwise I'll forget. So I've added ads. We now have football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, scores added to the chat. And I like that. I'm a big sports fan, so I like to keep up on things. I don't have hockey or basketball, and I'm just not that interested in having those scores broadcasted to my channel. So let's take a look back once again at the overall times. Here we go. Here's the timesheet right here. The pros are ready to take the track. They're not already out. Somebody's revving their engine in the pits, I hear. We say Jay Holden, followed by Locke. Rozolski, Fitzpatrick, actually is a pro. That I think Fitzpatrick is a pro, isn't he? Yeah, Fitzpatrick, I think, is a pro. Wait, just let me double check that. Yeah, Fitzpatrick is in the pro category. Thank you all so much for viewing today. Really appreciate it. And I'm sure this league puts a lot of time and effort into their organization, including scheduling, times, recruiting, and all the hard work they do. Being that it's the last race, let's take the time to give them a little hand. Let's appreciate these guys for doing such a swell job organizing this race league. Gonna play the horns for them right now. Great job, guys. Those in Spanish, some Spanish horns. How appropriate. Let's find somebody actually on the track right now. M. Jones. And basically nothing I do is scripted, just to let you guys know. I am not a scripted person. I pretty much do everything by my seat pants. I mean, there's a couple things that I do that I read some information about the track. But other than that, pretty much everything I do is right at that minute, it's my thought process and coming out of my mouth. Hey, Taurus, how are you? Who impressed me the most this season? That's a great question. Thank you guys. That's so nice of you. Really appreciate that. You know, I hate to actually say who impressed me and who didn't. I think everybody's trying really hard to be better racers. You know, one obvious choice would be to say Morgan. Morgan, despite not having the most wins, being in first place overall, I would say, you know, that's an easy choice. Also, Van Zyl. Van Zyl has really impressed me a lot because he doesn't have any wins and he's currently sitting in second place overall. This is as far as the pro division goes. I find that to be impressive. That, and also Harper. I mean, you know, Harper won 4 races, but there's other guys there's just so many guys that have really been impressive. Alihan Azcan has driven very, very steady. I've watched him a lot. Very steady racer. I'm just gonna go down the line. Tim Smee, very steady. He's kind of had a couple races where he's 4th overall in pro, but if there wasn't a couple more mistakes, maybe he'd be on the podium or close to the podium. With a little more practice, he might just be there. Then there's guys that you wouldn't think were so obvious choices. All right. It's hard for me to say with the AM wins because it doesn't tell me on SimGP like who actually won without going back and looking at each race. But I would say also, oh yes, I already said that before. Stefan Buckley, as I said before, he's Pacific NW Sim Sport. I said that earlier. He is the elder statesman of this league. And I believe either he's 72 or going to be 73, I think, which is pretty impressive. Welcome, Stefan. Glad to have you in the chat. I was just going down the pro drivers first, as far as impressiveness goes. Cooper. We haven't seen Cooper in too many races. But Cooper was a hell of a racer. Haven't seen him again in a while. As far as the amateur goes, yeah, definitely Cusworth. Cusworth, nice steady driver. Also, of course, Liam Smith, but Oaks. I would say the guy. And I don't say this in an insultive way, but as far as speed goes, and I don't know how to put this, but Richard Oakes has made the most out of his skill set of anyone, I believe, out of all the drivers. You know, of course, the last couple races, I think we've seen him in some kind of incidents or whatnot here and there, but Richard Oakes, I feel like, has done a fantastic job with his skill set, but just he's a perfect example of just keeping it on the track. Harley Williams is another one. I mean, he a lot of times kept it on the track. He's had kind of a couple tough races, but he's on the cusp. Harley Williams, he should easily be in that top 3 possibly. Rossi's had some really good glimmers of really good racing. Hopefully I don't get myself in trouble for my comments. I usually don't try and do things like this, but since I was asked to critique or give my opinions, it always, because that's the kind of driver, like I noticed Oaks because that's the kind of driver I am. I am not fast. I'm slow. In the leagues I've been in, I was always back of the pack jack. But I always made the most of it, like trying to keep my car on the track and things like that. And I started to, before my computer broke, I was starting to actually make some serious improvements, but as far as speed goes. But now by the time I get back to racing again, I'm gonna probably have to start all over. That's enough about me. Let's take a look. We only have 4 minutes left, and as we see a car turned around right there. I think that was a yellow BMW with Smee. Let's take a quick look on how the pros are doing. Overall, Harper is first with a 143.8, just screaming fast. Second is who I just mentioned, Cooper. And Cooper's in the fray today. Very strong racer. Morgan in third overall. Holden, which I think could possibly end up being a pro. You have Gamble. See, Gamble, am I missing someone? Holden. Fitzpatrick right now has a 145.075. I agree with what James just said. Consistency in league play is very important. There is M. Gamble. Guy that had some connection, and so I was really glad to see him back on the track again. This guy is really good racer. But he was plagued, I think Gamble was from Ireland, in the country somewhere, I want to say. But he was plagued by internet issues early on. But he's definitely a guy that could be a front runner. Hopefully we see a lot of these drivers come back next season to give it a go again. Currently 25 drivers in total on the track here at Barcelona. We have a little over 2 minutes left in qualifying, and then we'll take a quick break and then right to the race. If you're interested in joining this league, you can either get in touch with me, or you could, on a browser, go to simracing.gp, make an account with your Steam account, and then sign in and look for this league, which is called Amateur Racing League. But they just changed the name, I think, again to Amateur, I get confused, Amateur Racing Community, I think it's called now, not League. Comment from D. Evans. Let's hope Buckley doesn't park his car on the side of the track again this race. He's loud, he's old. He forgot. You can just say he forgot. That's usually my excuse, and I'm not as old as him. Here's our overall time board right here. Harper first, Cooper, then Morgan, Holden, Locke. Look at Locke and Rozalski hanging tough, 5th and 6th. That's cool. Fitzpatrick 7th, Gamble 8th, Hoskin 9th, Jones 10th, Rossi 11th, Smee 12th. And there's a lot of guys in the pits. I'm wondering if they're already... Yeah, time's up, so... We do have a couple guys on the track still. M. Jones, can he put in a better lap? He's got a fast lap going. He just lost a bunch of time though. He's the last one left on the track at the moment, other than Gamble. And Gamble just moved with his last lap, just moved up to 4th place. Show you those times again. As you see there, Gamble just knocked Holden back. So the first 4 drivers now are pro drivers, followed by 3 amateurs, and then 8th back to pro with Fitzpatrick, Oscan, and Jones. Some nice lap times going on. Yes, no lap 1 heroes. Last week there was a giant pile up on the first lap. Let's hope that doesn't happen today. As you see, the qualification for this last race is now in the books. We're waiting for the cars to line up. Holden says, Smee, don't kill me. Well, Smee's not going to intentionally kill anyone, that's for sure. No ghosting in this race as well. Even if there was ghosting, you should be practicing not taking advantage of ghosting in the first place. Because when you go to race other sims, get used to racing the car properly without driving through other cars. That's just my opinion, but I consider my opinion to be the correct one at this time and date. So the cars are now lining up on the track. You see that big long line of cars. Wow, we have a great turnout today. There you see the first row of Harper and Cooper. Harper has the pole. The 14 of Cooper in the BMW. Second row, B. Morgan in the 9. I was Gamble in the 9 and Morgan in the 25. Third row, A. Locke in the 44 of Holden. Fourth row, Fitzpatrick and Rozalski. Next row, Oscan, Jones, Smee, Rossi, Smith and Williams. Two drivers that I can see having a good race today, Standard and Cusworth. 15th and 16th right now. Just because they didn't qualify well does not mean they can't finish well. But the only problem is they're being 15th and 16th. They're in the eye of the storm in the beginning of the race, so they have to really be careful. 23 seconds left. He'll lift off.
Seconds.
They're going to be doing a warm-up lap or a half a lap, I think. Here they come. We're going to be winding around this corner and right to the start-finish line. We're going to use a NASCAR reference for this last start of the last race. Here we go.
Green light, give it all you can.
Here he's holding back, What's he gonna do? Here we go, green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go.
Oh, contest between the pink and the white on the front row.
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
So far, so good. It looks like everyone's winding through. Wow, great job, guys. They've gotten through the first corner pretty well. Everything's looking pretty good. No yellow so far. Fantastic start. We're off. Harper's gotten shuffled back to 4th place. There's contact there between, it looks like Harper and Morgan. Morgan's got a lot of light. Morgan gets taken out. Oh my goodness, Morgan gets taken out. We haven't even put in one lap yet. Morgan got turned, but luckily he was able to save it. Wow, that is your race points leader right now, right there. And he just got clobbered there, but he's able to hold on to it. Boy, that got scary for a second there. All the way back here, you in last place is Wappinger, Evans in 24th, Buckley in 23rd, Ellis in 22nd, Oskin, as someone got shuffled back to 21st. A lot of side-by-side racing going on, as you see. So they sort everything out and start sprint. Oh, oh no, guys, we got a wreck. We had to get brief yellow. Let's see if we have a replay. Oh boy, that's Williams, and oh, we got all kinds of craziness happening back here. Multiple incidents. The 23 of Wappinger and the 5 Williams is headed for the pits. Let's take a look at what happened there. You don't see the original thing that made that happen, but here, we'll look at the 19 and the 5. There's some contact right there. It looks like that push hop. We're gonna take another, once again, let me change my view. And we're gonna take another look. Yeah, it's that Porsche hop, the 19 Porsche hop the barrier there. That was Oaks. And now we have Cusworth, unfortunately. Cusworth in the pits. And as we were looking at earlier at the standings, that could really affect the standings of this race, because you have Oaks 271 and Cusworth, who was only in the pits with 279 points. That could affect this point standing. Try and catch up on some of the incidents. There was an incident between, like I said before, the 5. The 5 actually, I think, jumped. No, it wasn't the 5. 19. Let's take a look back. I want us to take another look at this. So here's the point. He just took the corner hard, hopped the corner, and I don't know if he spun Williams or Williams spun on his own. It's hard to tell. Before that, we had an issue between Harper and Holden. Bam! Looks like Holden got attacked from behind. Then Cusworth and Rozolski, let's take a look at that. There we go. There was a log jam. He had nowhere to go. And the 32 in the 4 also had an issue. Tap there, but they managed to get through. He did have position going into the corner, I will say that. 33 of Herzog and Oaks had an issue. Let's take a look at that. 3 wide, not good. Take one more. Oh boy. Let's take one more look at this. It's pretty clear who had position and who didn't right there. Let's go back to the race now. We have Harper just behind Gamble. Take the helicam view. Good afternoon, Dub 180. If you're having a great day today. That's Gamble. Gamble is right behind Harper. There's a lot of guys gunning for a win today. You have Cooper. I'll tell you where Cooper started. Cooper started second, is now leading this race. Harper, who got shuffled back at the beginning of the race, is running third and has Gamble all over him. Fourth is Holden, who's supposed to be in the amateur league, but I think he's going to be moved up to pro. There's Morgan in fifth. All Morgan has to do is have a nice, comfortable race, and he's got the championship. You have Locke in sixth, just ahead of the BMW of Fitzpatrick. You have Smee in eighth. You have a nice little race going on here, a 3-car race between Smee, and Smee just got bumped from behind. Lucky he didn't spin out there. And Smith behind Smee. There's Smee in a yellow BMW. It's been a very exciting race so far. It looks like Ozcan has lost 7 positions. He's running in the 8 car. I'm going to take a look if there was any issues at all with the 8 car early on. I don't see any issues with his car. We do have a yellow between Torres has gone off track. Standard, Evans. Oh, we got Bedlam back here between these 2 cars. Let's see if we have a replay. This is between the Evans and Torres. See if we can take a replay. Look right now. Whoops. See what happened exactly. See, Torres has the line going into the turn. That totally was not on him at all. I'm not sure. Evans. Yeah, that big McLaren, it looked like, let's take another look. I wish there was a way when you're in replay that you could actually slow down. Looks like standard. Oh man, there's accidents everywhere, little bumps and standard. Oh wow, again? Standard and Evans. Twice I've had kind of a bump going on. Let's little tag there. Evans got tagged twice there in just a short brief time. That's your league administrator. Then you have earlier the 28 of Harper, and Cooper actually had a contact. Harper totally had the line there. Then he left plenty of room too, like it looks like in the corner there. So let's take a look now. Harper now has taken the lead of this race. Shuffled back at the beginning of the race, and now is shown dominance by. Oh no, we're live now. I'm sorry. Cooper now is in first place. Apologize for that. Looks like a little bit going back and forth between Cooper and Harper. Still so early in the race. We're just clicking down to 49 minutes left. You have Cooper first, Harper. There's been so much going on. My head's swirling right now. Cooper first, Harper second, Gamble third, Holden fourth. It's good. Looks like a good battle going on right now for third place between Holden and Gamble. Then you have Morgan in fifth. Couple good races going on the track right now. Good battle for third. Actually, that was Gamble's by itself now. I'm sorry. It's Morgan and Holden battling it out for fourth place. See, Fitzpatrick is alone in seventh. Locke is just behind the lap down car of Williams. Smee is in eighth. Smith in ninth. Jones in 10th. Rossi in 11th. Brzezowski in 12th. Oscan in 13th. Buckley 14th. Evans 15th. Torres 16th. Irvin, Standard, Evans, and then Herzeg makes up the top 20. I just need to take a quick breather. We got a lot of race left here. I gotta save myself a little bit. Now's a great time to tell you, to let you know this race is being broadcast live. If you're interested in racing with this group, you go to sim.gp, log in with your Steam account. There's a lot of contact going on between Cooper and Harper right now. And that has allowed Gamble to get in this race. And Cooper's keeping a nice line. I don't feel that he's overly defending. And let's hope there's not a lot of contact, because I would love to see this type of finish at the end of the race between three cars racing together. So, like, let's treat each other like you're carrying a dozen eggs. Whoa, it looked like Campbell, that was an internet issue. It looked like Campbell went off track, but Campbell is making this a race, three-car race. Wow. The fastest lap of the race was set by Harper. He's the only guy that have a 143 in this race, but his last was a 147. I think we have some tires starting to wear already. Going for the outside pass, and actually, again, contact. He's got to be careful with that. Harper needs to be careful, because that would be not cool if Cooper gets taken out that way. There's been contact way too many times. If there was a live steward announcing, they'd be sending in a warning to his team for contact like that. You cannot pass by means of contact. And Cooper is not driving overly defensive, so it's up to Harper to get by him cleanly. See, Gamble has dropped back a little bit. I think that was actually would have been to. I think that would be to Cooper's benefit for Gamble to actually pressure Harper right now. I think Harper's got him. Harper's finally got him. Now let's see if Cooper drives the same way. And I'm not condoning pumping and jostling, but if it was me, if someone put the bumper onto me a bunch of times, I'd be giving that bumper right back to them. And this is allowing 3-car racing. Oh, finally it happened. There you go. 2 cars got taken out. I thought that was going to happen eventually. Now Holden is involved. Holden, disinfected Holden as well. I had a feeling that was going to happen. That was between the... and that puts Gamble in first place overall. 14 and the 28. Let's see, the 14, 14, 14. We got 3. Let's see if we can get a replay on this. Here we go. So right now, there's contact there. I want to get a different view. All right, now let's go back and look at it. Cooper's got the inside here. There's a little bit of contact, but he came right across Harper's bow, and there was nothing Harper could do about that. Let's look at another replay. Contact again. Remember, the passing driver needs to have position before passing, and so Harper is doing something smart. He's going into pit right now. We're just going through and looking at all these contacts. Harper had the position there. There's contact, and then he got a little bit of a shot there. Cooper did not have position there, and then Harper got smacked around and ended up off the track. There's probably going to be, I would say probably going to be penalty points for that. I don't know. But might find out more after the race. Unfortunately, Gamble made it through that and took over first place. Whoa. There it was right there, even though he had contact. So much going on. This is bad for Harper. Hopefully he gets back on the track, because I'm not sure how this is going to affect him points-wise. He had a lot of repair damage there. So now you have Morgan falling behind Cooper. Out of all this coming out of, like, smelling like a rose is Morgan. And all he has to do is just run a nice, calm race. Just wait for Cooper to make a mistake, that's all. You don't have to pressure him too much. Cooper got behind Harper. Let's just say it looked like at the visual of a hornet, a bear that just got stung by a hornet, basically. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but those guys were trading paint for laps on end. And Cooper was the one that was in front, and then he tried to do the same thing that Harper was doing to him, and it just didn't work out. Let's go ahead and look all the way to the back right now. Still on the track is the 35 of Cusworth. Is currently on lap 7, but he might be able to hang in there and pick up a couple more places, so I think it'd be worth it for him to keep racing, as we still have 39 minutes in this race. 24th place is Wabener. He's three laps ahead of Cusworth. He is already pitted. Cusworth is already pitted. In front of them, they have Williams, also already pitted in 23rd. Hertzeg already pitted. Wappinger is off. I don't know if there's contact there. Let me see what happened to Wappinger. I don't have a there's no replay of what happened there. There was an incident between Smith and the number 30. Let's see what happened here. 30, looks like the 30 got punted from behind by the 18. And the 9 and the 14 also had a little bit of a fender bender, it looks like. Let's take a look. The 9 and the 14. So the 14 is Cooper, and Gamble is in the 9. You see him in the foreground. Harper, once again, having a very exciting race. This guy, every single race for him is an uphill battle. Very, very exciting racer to watch. I enjoy watching this guy race. It makes it fun to announce the race, really. Fitzpatrick now in 4th place. Had a very good run. Just behind him is Locke. Locke has had all season long really, really good chances to finish high up in the standings. But usually something unfortunate happens to him, like, say, like 50% or 75% into the race that messes him up. But I think if he can ever put it together, he's going to be a guy that's going to be up front. So Cusworth right now is 279 points, right? That's not live points, but let's take a look at where they are in the standings. Cusworth is currently last place, right? Oaks is 19. I'm not sure what the points difference is, but overall points, there's 8 points that's separating. There's a very good chance that Oaks can cut the gap on Cusworth if Cusworth doesn't pick up any more positions. My guess, though, is that Cusworth currently, Oaks currently ahead of Harper. That won't last for very long. There's Harper, who's already pitted. Also has the fastest lap of the race with a 1:43.862. He is screaming fast today. He just needs to go and put in his fast laps and hope something happens that allows him to get back in the race. As he is pitted though, so like, figure he is pitted, all the other guys have not pit yet. Like Gamble. Look at all these guys in the top. Smee hasn't pitted. Jones hasn't pitted. Rossi hasn't pitted. All these guys have yet to pit, so I think Harper's probably going to pick up points. The McLaren is to see of D. Evans very beat up. Headed to the pits for repair and new tires with just under 34 minutes left in this race. There's a battle right there between Jones and Rossi. Or that, oh, I'm sorry, that's Smee and Jones. Let's take it from the in-car view of Jones. Cooper has created a gap on Morgan of almost 5 seconds now. And you see Campbell has cut the gap between himself and Morgan, and Campbell, no doubt, would like those points for second place. Hit the 32-minute marker of this race. See Campbell just trying to cut the gap between himself and Morgan. That's where the battle is. See Cooper. Cooper has a huge margin. Morgan has just gone in the pits. That's Buckley that you see coming out behind Cooper. Should be interesting to see if Buckley puts pressure on Cooper, because Cooper's tires probably have to be going. Let's give Buckley a lap to breaking his tires. Be interesting if he pushes the leader. Now we also have Holden in the pits, who's in 9th, Locke in 8th in the pits. Fitzpatrick has dropped to 11th. I don't know why this is not updating. Let's just show the overall scoreboard right now. There you go. There's the overall scoreboard of this race right now. You look on the right-hand side, you will see the track map. On the track map, you'll see a red triangle, and that red triangle signifies the leader of the race. Alexa, stop. Remember we were talking about Harper making positions up? He was 22nd at the time. Well, look at Harper now. He's moved up all the way up to 12th position. All the way up to 12th position. Cooper is still yet to pit. Right behind you, he has the 18th place. Smith, who's already been in the pits. Followed by Buckley in 19th. Ellis might have had a mishap going off track there, but he's back on now. He's currently in 24th position. Cosworth still looking to make up some spots, hopefully when people pit, but he has a lot. I mean, he's down 3 laps, very difficult position for him. Ellis in 24th. His fastest lap so far was a 149.945. Herzeg in 23rd. Wappener in 22nd. D. Evans with a 147.560 fastest lap in 21st. Williams in 20th. Buckley in 16th. Oaks really likes to stay out for a long, long time. He's currently running 12th. Race has definitely calmed down a little bit. There's your leader, M. Gamble. He is having some internet issues today. On my end anyway, I've seen him sometimes glitch here and there. He is yet to pit. But he's sopping up those first place laps. Also yet to pit is Rozalski, currently 2nd. Jay Standard, yet to pit, is running in 3rd place. Oh, someone's got to stop and go. Who is that? 21st place driver. No, that isn't. Ellis. Ellis has a stop and go. That is going to give Cosworth a chance to catch him, I think. So Cosworth might just have an opportunity to get out of last place. Harper now currently running 6th place. You see him trying to get by Smee. He's not careful, he might find himself in another incident. Smee's going to fight him, but I don't think he's going to be able to keep up. Just in front of them is M. Jones, who I don't think is just going to give up the position either. All these guys are pitted already. Harper should be able to catch Jones on the straight, I believe. Hello, Kim. Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping in. Harper's got the position, it looks like. He did break, and Jones makes plenty of room for Harper, and Harper is just taking off now. He has about, oh gosh, He's already got about a 10-car length lead just after passing those two cars. He's a man on his mission. He has driven his way up from 26th place all the way to 3rd place. What a performance by Harper. Just amazing. With that said, we have Gimmo in the pits and Standard in 2nd place. I don't know what happened to oh my goodness. What happened to Morgan and Cooper? $14 and $25. Did they 14? Oh my goodness, 14 and 9 got into it. That was a while back though. But that didn't really cause any big loss of time. I don't know how these guys lost so much time, but Harper now is putting himself in a position he might just win this race, and wouldn't that be amazing? It's turning into the Harper show. And that, just making that Ferrari dominate, I can't believe it, really. It looked like it was Cooper. At one point, it looked like it would be Cooper and Gamble, possibly. But now Harper has just shown unbelievable dominance of this track. I'm in awe myself, really. And he has one person to pass. And that person still has yet to be in the pit. The Herzog moves out of the way. Oh wow, we got a little bit caught on that alligator teeth. And you saw his car go sideways. You better be careful of those curbs. Amazing, amazing performance going on right now by the number 28. Ticking down to 22 minutes left in this race. Here at the Spanish track called Barcelona. Ellis now has a stop and go. Is Cusworth still in the race? Let's see. Cusworth is currently running 25th. This might give Cusworth a chance to get out of... Cusworth is still 2 laps down, but by the time Ellis serves his pits, there's a good chance they might be racing for 24th. I just absolutely can't believe that Harper is in first place now, and he has a 4.5 second gap on Jones and Cooper. If I was Jones and Cooper right now, I would not race each other. If I was them, I would just stay in line and work together. There's Cooper, and there's Jones right behind him. And not far behind. Oh, Smee just banged off the wall. Dreadful for Smee. He's got a lot of damage. As you see, his hood is lifted. That's a big difficulty for him to overcome right now. He just lost tons of time, and his car is major damage on his front end. What a shame for Smee. Just hit the 20-minute marker of this race. There's Cooper. Cooper's actually lost time since we last visited him on Harper. There's Harper. He's got wide open track all in front of him. You see there, Cooper way, way back. And Jones has put himself in a really good position as well. Jones having a great run in 4th place. Morgan, who's your overall series leader, this being the last race of the season, Morgan's looking perfect position to capture this championship. Holden, I think this might be his first race. Holden in 6th position, Locke in 7th, Smee in 8th. As the damage, as you see Fitzpatrick catching up to Smee. Rossi in 10th, Oscan in 11th, Oaks in 12th, but Oaks still has to pit. He's going to lose a lot of time when he has to pit. Brazolski 13th, Buckley 14th, Smith 15th, Irvin 16th. There you see it. Sorry, Ellis is lost out to Cusworth for 24th. So Cusworth might get actually a couple points. I'm not sure. I have to look at the point standing, the points board, see what's awarded for 24th place. I should know that, but I don't. See the mountains in the background. This is a great, great track. I love this track myself. It's a nice roomy track, very spread out. We haven't really ridden much with B. Evans today. Let's take a look from the Bentley. One of the guys that puts together all this great racing is Barry Evans. He's having a pretty steady race for himself today. Some early on contacts, but he's running in 21st. He has Wapner 5 seconds behind him in 22nd. And it looks like Evans is catching up to Standard, which is bad news for Standard. I think it probably would be a good idea for Standard to get tires. If you have a guy that's running in 22nd catching up to you, it's time to get new tires. Or 21st or 22nd, either one. I've actually decided I'm going to stand up for the rest of this race because it's sitting too long today. It's starting to bother me a little bit. So Evans looking pretty good. And then you see E. Evans and the pink McLaren, no relation, running in 19th. Torres is trying to reel in D. Evans. Good battle here. Looks like brewing for 19th position between the 29 and the 32. 15 minutes left in this race. Beautiful July Sunday. Hope you're all enjoying your day. If you're watching this later on on YouTube, thank you so much for viewing. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And if you enjoy this broadcast, please share it with others. Get other people to subscribe to my channel. I need a lot more followers to make partner. And that's the long-term goal on YouTube, is to make partner. I'm already about, I would say, a little under the halfway mark as far as time watched on YouTube to get my partnership. And what I need to do now is just get those subscriptions. That's the biggest thing for me right now. Every one counts towards the end goal. So let's go back and take a look. There you see Harper. Evans just got right out of his way there. And now Standard, he can see Standard just ahead of him. Once he gets by Standard, that's it. Homeward bound for Harper. And yet, chance looking pretty good for him to have yet another win. Another win. Let me look at the standings. That's right. Also, I just realized that Flip Van Zyl is not in this race. So, whether Harper won this race or not, Harper would be passing Van Zyl in the points. The points battle to watch really right now is between, I think, Smee and Ozcan. Let's see where Smee and Ozcan are. Smee's looking pretty good. He's just got to stay ahead of Ozcan. Smee currently is running in 9th place and Ozcan in 10th. I believe Smee just got by Rossi. It's showing on my screen that Smee is 10th. He's actually behind Ozcan. My race control is not updating properly, so I apologize for that. I think if they stay within one car of each other, I think Smee will still have enough points. I just want to thank everyone too for all the all the YouTube subs, follows on Twitch. I've gotten a lot from this league, and I personally would like to thank everyone for this opportunity to announce these races. It's been great. I didn't expect actually to do 8 Sundays of racing, and I ended up doing all 8. So, and they said that new season starts in 2 weeks. We'll see. We'll see exactly if I could do all of them. I know Sunday is kind of a valuable day for me. I'd like to start doing some things on Sunday before summer's over. I switched to do these races on Twitch so I can make like $1 or $2 off them. I might scratch like up $1 if I pick up some subs or bits. That helps out. But that was the main reason why I do these on Twitch rather than at the end of the year. If I do some of these races. If I do 50 races, I might make $50 by the end of the year, so something like that. So it's to my benefit to broadcast and use commercials on Twitch to make money without costing anyone else any money. But Sundays during the summer are a little rough for me, but really appreciate the opportunity, and I've enjoyed the interaction with all the drivers that are involved in this. I'm also very interested in picking up maybe a North America League, like on a weeknight. That would be really good for me. Like a weeknight race, my time, when it's nice and cool, not so hot. Right now it's pretty warm today. Alexa, what's the temperature? It's about 80 degrees. It's a little warm. Not horrible, but it's also not the best to be cooped in a house on a hot day. Let's do a quick rundown of all the points right now. There it is right there. From first to 24th. I think one driver might have dropped. But as you see, we have Harper leading the race, Cooper second, Morgan third, Holden fourth, Locke fifth, Jones sixth, Fitzpatrick seventh, Rossi 8th, Ozcan 9th, Smee 10th, Standard 11th, Rozalski 12th, Buckley 13th, Smith 14th, Gamble 15th, Irvin 16th, Williams 17th, D. Evans 18th, J. Torres 19th, Wapner 20th, 21st B. Evans, 22nd T. Herzeg, 24th Jake Cutsworth, and 24th S. Ellis. It's a shame that Cutsworth got done the way he was done, whatever way he was done earlier in the race, because we would like to see him battle up top in this race. Better luck next time. It's Cooper. Quite a ways back behind Harper right now. He's 4.6 seconds. Let's check their last laps. Last lap, Cooper 145.2. Harper 144.8, so Cooper's losing time. Holden, running third overall, is not going to be an amateur after this race. He's going to be, I'm sure, bumped up to pro. Morgan in fourth. Holden looks like he's pretty much by himself. That's Holden just in front of him. And I'm sure Morgan is not going to push. If he catches up to Holden, he's going to wait for Holden to make a mistake. He's not going to push, because why risk his position? All he's got to do is finish, and he'll have the championship. Locke fifth, followed by Jones. That's Morgan. Locke's very hungry, and that's Morgan. It looks like he's catching Morgan. Is he catching Morgan? I don't know. He has a second faster lap the last lap. So Locke, really, really good position for him. Jones in sixth, followed by Fitzpatrick, who's trying to get by the lap car of Wappingers, making it a little interesting for him to pass. I think Fitzpatrick had a little bit of a scare there. Ozcan in eighth. Looking really solid. He's picked up another position on Smee. He's going to make it interesting in that points battle. Rossi ninth. There's Smee. Standard is 11th. Rozalski 12th. Buckley 13th. Liam Smith 14th. Gamble 15th. Ervin 16th. I think Gamble waited a little too long to go hit the pits. Williams 17th. Evans 18th. Perez 19th. 20th is Wappener. Ryan Harper looking to get his 5th win out of 8 races. Man, that is a tough pill to swallow. To win 5 of the season races and not come in first overall. That is just rough. There's your leader, Harper, who is just an unbelievable day. I mean, look, let's go back and look at what happened to Harper earlier in the race. There's only 3 minutes left, so let's go back and take a look. Harper's number 28, right? 28, let's see. This is what happened to him earlier in the race. Bunch of stuff happened to Harper in this race. Early on, I believe this might have been the first lap. First lap, sandwich between Gamble and Cooper. And then, there he is. It gives room. He gets tapped by the 44 twice there. The ventures of Harper we're going through today. 40 with the 44. 44 hits the curb. Nowhere for Harper to go. Then with the 14 got off track. Contact. Goes wide.
Right, man. Leaders on the final lap. Give it all you can.
Possible track cut there. Then again, 14. The 14 again. Bam. Between him and the 14, they had a lot of action together. Again, another one. One after another, and then the big one was this one. We can't really show it right now, but because the race is about to end, a minute left. Holden, Morgan's dropped back a bit. Big cushion between Watt and Morgan. Jones, Fitzpatrick, Oscan. Gamble just going off. Rossi, Standard, Smee, Buckley 13th. Harper's got a ways. Let's go back and show some of those incidents that. Oh, I'm looking at the long driveway. That's not Harper. There's Harper. Series of events that happened back earlier in the race. Okay, so that's one. There was an accident. I was gonna try and find it where Harper actually got turned. I can't seem to find it. But there's the victor, Harper. It's hard to make it into the Harper show, but this guy has won 5 races of the 8 races. And with this being the last race, he really deserves his due. It's coming up on the start-finish line. 5 of the 8 races. Great job, and man, I can't believe he came back and won this race. He was not looking good for him. There it goes, checkered flag. Here you see Cooper. Holden just behind Cooper is going to get 3rd place. Now, currently Cooper's on the podium, but I'm not sure, what will happen later. Morgan 4th. I'm sure Morgan's got the championship. Great, fantastic finish by Locke. Jones as well. Fitzpatrick hanging on to 7th place. Ozcan 8th. Rossi 9th. Sander with the 10th place finish. Great job. Rozalski 11th. Smee 12th. Buckley 13th. Followed by Smith. Oh, Smith again. We might have a race. We might have a race. No. Not going to have a race. So we got Gamble, Irvin, Evans. Here it is right here. Here's your standings. Oh, it's not letting me change it. Oh well, I'm sorry. Torres, I'll just put it on the screen over here. Evans, Herzog, Cusworth, 20th, and people are leaving, so I can't go through all of it right now. But that's it right there. Just gonna step away just for a minute, but stand by for the interviews. I do have a like a champagne scene somewhere. I'd like to. I had a scene with. If I could find it. Darn it, can't find it. There we go. Get rid of some of this other stuff. Get rid of everything. I know it says Lime Rock, but this is pretty fitting. Celebration picture here. Let's go to Discord and see if we can get an interview. Hopefully they're keeping it clean in the Discord chat.
Green light. Give it all you can.
So the chaos. Oh yeah, I was chuffed with my start. I was pretty happy with that.
It just went to green dead quick, and I was on the accelerator, so I just had no power.
I got 2 people off the start. I could have had 3, but they had a better angle into the corner than me.
How's it going, guys?
Nope. All right.
Let's see. Jack Holden came in third. Am I correct?
Yeah, I think so in the end, yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations on your third place. They have you listed as amateur, but I don't think that's going to last that way too long.
Nah, I don't think it is for next season. I think it's pro, so.
Well, good on you. Did you enjoy your race?
Yeah, it was good to be fair. I had a good race with Morgan. It was alright. Took a while, but we got there.
How did you find the traffic? Was it difficult?
It was, yeah. Yeah, in some places there was people backmarkers like trying to physically race me and not giving up the room, but eventually it's an hard track to overtake on anyway, so.
Have you raced here before, or is this your first race here?
No, I've raced here before.
Oh yeah. Not this season though, right?
No, different leagues.
Oh, okay, okay. So maybe it just might take a while for people to, grow like a cooperation with you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, congratulations. First race of the season, you get a podium. I'd say that's pretty darn good.
Well, yeah, it went well anyway. I didn't feel like it was going to, but it did.
That's right, and it's a fun track, really.
Yeah, it's not so bad. It's not my favourite, but yeah, it's alright.
And I'm sorry, guys, I'm having a giant mind. Who the heck came in second? I can't think of who came in second right now. Help.
Cooper, I think.
Oh, Cooper. Is Cooper in here?
Let's have a look a bit.
Calling Cooper.
He's not here now.
Okay. All right, so I guess we're going to scoop over Cooper, who came in second, and speak to Harper. And what I felt today was really the Harper show. Sorry about everyone else involved, but I think this race could be dubbed the Harper show because it's well deserved to call it the Harper show.
Say that, but thanks.
This guy earlier got into a whole bunch of different issues and everything else. For him to have win this race underneath the conditions and different things that happened during the race is unbelievable, in my opinion. What a job. Well done. And congratulations on winning the last race of this season.
Yeah, cheers, boy.
Would you like to elaborate on some of the stuff that went on earlier in the race, or would you just rather just enjoy the savor the victory?
I got an absolute terrible start. Just didn't get off the line. A few people went past me, and I ended up in fourth. Managed to get back into second with the pace I had. Then I had a few issues with Cooper. I think I don't know. I thought he pushed me off the track at one point, and he cut across the track and nearly wiped me out. And then he had an issue. I took over him on the straight, and then he took me out on the second corner off the straight, C2, I think it was. I'm going to have a look at it back before I say whose fault it was, but I felt like it out then. I had to pit early because I had like 50 seconds worth of damage. I thought I'd just get in the pits and hopefully get a clear on the track and just try and hammer it down, and luckily I did, and I got through past everybody on the pits.
Would you say it was good, hard driving? I don't know about the word good, but let's just say, would you just say that it was hard driving between both drivers?
I need to have a look at it back, really. I always like to look at it back before I give my final opinion, but at the time I just thought it was a bit too aggressive. I
know, fair enough that there was contact between both cars even before when, like, the roles were reversed. So, but
yeah.
You didn't hit. You got pushed off of the track, but was that the same driver in question that pushed you off the track?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I think it was on the chicane. He pushed me wide, and I couldn't turn in because I thought if I turned in, he's going to take me out. So I ended up cutting the chicane, and then I think further down the road, he just cut the chicane on purpose, and nearly took me out of the blue. No idea why he did that.
Yeah, it was his grueling, very grueling. I don't know how to put it other than just extremely grueling circumstances for you to get put in a position for you to win this, and you pitted and then just went about it in a very workmanlike manner. I don't even know what to say because I think there's, you won 5 races of 8 racing series, and then I'm not sure if you're going to come in second or third points wise, but
He's the champion.
well, that's very, very nice of him to say. You were definitely the dominant racer of this series. I don't know if all the problems that you had were, only other people's, but you did dominate. You dominated the series, but at the same time, you probably grew some during this season.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It's been good. I mean, it's a shame me and Blake actually, he had some great pace this season. He was lucky in this track because he never raced this before, and I had a car change which helped me massively because I could choose the car that suited me best on the track. But it's a shame. I think apart from Donington, I think it was. Oh no, Brands Hatch first race this season, we didn't really have a battle. One of us just dominated the races, which was good for our parts, but it was bad because we never really had a chance to battle on the track.
Should be interesting. We have some new drivers come in, maybe some new blood too for next season, which starts again, I believe in 2 weeks, I was told.
Yeah, should be good, hopefully. I'm going to do a car change myself and try something different and hopefully get racing.
Is Mr. Barry Evans. Thank you, Ryan, so much for after every race, gave a very good interview, and to the other people that have given interviews. I'm sure other people enjoy, listening to his interviews after we watch their races. So thank you all that have been involved in interviews after the race as well. Does Mr. Barry Evans, is he present?
I'm here.
Sir, what would you, I'm sure you have some words about this season. We'd like to hear from you.
It's been an interesting one for a lot of the drivers, I think. I think basically getting used to everybody who's new, coming over from Grey Wolf when we moved, just learning each other's racing really. And it's been a bit of teething problems between the racers, but I think they've sorted all that out now, and hopefully next season they'll be a lot better races out there with less stewarding.
So overall, the races were very exciting to watch for a viewer, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think there's been some exciting parts out there, and then some interesting discords.
How do you feel? What are you looking forward to as far as next season goes? Is there? I haven't looked at. Is there a track schedule announced or anything like that as of yet?
Yeah, well, it starts on the 24th. We've now just moved over to Simstrata. We've got our own website and everything now. Got a lot of stuff going on there now. We'll be able to do reverse grids, real weather conditions as well for the race on race day. All that sort of stuff's going to be coming up.
So are you moving away from SimGP to a different service? Is that what I understand?
Yes, we are. Yes, we've got our own.
And what is the name of it again?
Simstrata.
Simstrata.
Yeah.
Okay, and now the drivers participating that don't know this, that might be listening, where do they find this information? What Discord room?
It's all in our Discord. It's in what channel is it in? Season 3 info. All the stuff's there. All the links to get in there. Everybody's splits of what we're going to be racing in. But yeah, it's all been good. And the reason why we've moved away from sim racing is that we've basically outgrown them. We've had a few teething issues this season with the point system as well, which I've got to work it all out properly to make sure the right points have gone up. That's going to take some work.
I have a question. Now, was SimGP also the race server host?
Yes.
Okay, so and then we had some issues with that crazy ghosting in some of the beginning of the races, so that hopefully switching servers would put an end to that.
yeah, hopefully all the little teething issues will be sorted out for next season. But yeah, it's all about the racers. They're the ones that make it. Myself and Brian, we just sit in the background, making sure things are there for the guys to enjoy themselves at the end of the day. And that's what it's about.
Another
That's all
question
we
I would
do.
have, I would like to ask is, are any of the new tracks going to appear on this next season?
Every single one is in next season.
I'm sorry, say again one more time.
Every single American track is in next season.
Oh wow! All right, so that should be interesting.
Yes, it's going to be good.
All
There's
right.
going to be some interesting races, I think, and hopefully a lot of practice.
All right. Any final thoughts?
No, I just want to thank you for all the guys for jumping in, enjoying the leagues, keeping the leagues going. So even down to like the last race, where you've got 25 people turn up for the last race,
Yeah,
where
great turnout.
a lot of leagues just fall off when it gets to the last two races. But these guys have been sticking in it. They've been doing a lot of practice, helping a lot of people out. You know what I mean? The community is about them at the end of the day, and that's what they do. And then they make it, and that's, good days, bad days, they still all come back.
That
And
is
that's what it's
good.
all about.
That is, I would say, that is very good retention, and hopefully we'll pick up some more. Hopefully, if I get my computer back soon, I'll start hitting the Facebook again to bring in some people that way.
Yeah, no worries. And yeah, a big thanks to yourself for the whole season for streaming. It's been good. Been good to watch.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I enjoy watching the races. That's how I get my racing fix. And for me, the Woes channel is a channel that I kind of like, is hopefully be my puppy and through my retirement years, and give me something to do, and gives me a way to practice speaking and keep my mind active as I get older. So that's my whole goal with the whole Woes channel. I appreciate you for saying that. Thank you very much.
No worries.
All right, guys. Is anybody else in the channel would like to throw in a couple words before I call this a day?
I'd just like to congratulate Ryan on the championship and say thank you to the admins for putting on a great league. I had a great time, and just thank you, and I had fun. And thank you, Woes, for your brilliant commentary over the season.
I guess not so brilliant, because I didn't realize that the points, Ryan gathered enough points to become the champion in this race, or wasn't he second?
We have the last two, your worst two results are removed, so he will comfortably win the championship.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. Well, once again, even more so, congrats, Ryan, Mr. Harper.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers, Bob.
Welcome. Anybody else have anything to say before I sign off? And great job to you as well, Morgan. Thank you. Everyone have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, sir. You have a good night.
All right, guys. Race is over. Track is cleared out. Fans are going home. Thank you so much for all watching and being interviewed and everything else. We'll see you again soon, a couple weeks from now. And it's been a great race. Really enjoyed it. I know it says Lime Rock in the background, but I need a better end screen. We'll work on that. Maybe we'll get some help with some cut screens. I just wanted to portray that end of the race celebration. That's it for today. Have a great rest of your evening. I'd like to welcome in Mark. No, I had a. I'd like to welcome in Marcus. He's going to go over. I am tapped right now. I am so tired. That was a long race. I'm just going to end and say goodnight. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my block.
Don't forget, tomorrow this race will be broadcast on YouTube. sometime overnight. We'll move the video over and it'll be there for your viewing on YouTube/Rose YT.
Cloudy in the east and it looks like rain. Looks like rain, boy, it looks like rain. Cloudy in the east and it looks like rain. I'm on my lonesome. Lost all my